All right, guys, welcome back. Today we're going to do an overview of Robert Kirkman's Void Rivals. And I picked this up because I had my eye on this for a while, as I watched a lot of people recommendations. Also, I watched the video of my buddy Justin Ferreira. I'm going to leave his channel in the comments below. Well, not in the comments, but below. You can find him here, and he made a also review overview. And I must say, I basically, let's say 100%, 90% I'm agree with him on his, complaints and things that are, good in this book. Because yeah, his review is pretty spot on, and I have the same thoughts. So what is this? Well, this is part of the Energon universe, which is part of the whole Transformers G.I. Joe thing. And Justin talked about that this feels like a more bait and switch. Hey, look who's here. And again, I agree with that. Because the people talked about, yeah, it's part of the Transformers. Well, I can tell you the Transformers here are a side note. They're barely in it. Basically, they are non-existent. There's some familiar faces. I just came back. Well, not came back, but I have limited knowledge about the Transformers G.I. Joe thing and watched the cartoons back in the day, but that's about it. So what is this about? This is a rivalry between two supposedly different races, and they are at war with each other. And Justin, I'm gonna compare a little bit of his notes. There's people fighting for resources. You have some kind of a war for a very long time, and they are getting stranded here. And basically, it's most exactly here. There's some cool shots in here, like this one. I like that. There's also some things that I don't like, and I'm probably highlight that a little bit more than the good things. The good thing, to get that right out of the way, it's an enjoyable story. It's fast-paced. Characters are not terrible, and also not good, but mostly not terrible. And story is about not only survival, but also that these people have a lot in common with each other, because they of course need to work together to get off the ship. Things goes wrong, and they find another ship for parts, and then oh no, it's a transformer called Jetfire, and Jetfire realizes that he's lying here for probably millions of years. So, which gives me then the impression, what is this time period that they are in? Are they in the future? Are they in the past? I don't know. What is their connection to the whole Energon universe? I believe the whole Energon universe is just a gimmick. I mean, if you remove these whole Transformers, Decepticons, and other factions, it would be still a fun book. So I don't know really the importance about them having in the book, because there's no, let's say, story connection. They are just there. This is basically a 6-issue mini. Well, that's not a mini. This trade paperback has 6 issues, and oh no, they are the same race. How can it be? That's the whole thing. The whole bait and switch thing is what Justin refers to as the Energon universe. I explained that. So a couple of things that I want to highlight when it comes to the negatives is, first of all, this guy's a pilot. He has a jacket on and a helmet. Who does he look like? Star-Lord. It's a very easy to go to reference, although he is not Star-Lord. But if you have a pilot, do you then have a jacket on? No, you have space gear on. Just like this woman that has more like some kind of space uniform. But the woman is not a pilot. She is a fighter, which is one of my other gripes. I mean, if you are a fighter, why would you go in space piloting spaceships? Why not use pilots? Also, these two have been rivals for decennia, a lot of time, because it seems that the resources of their planet has been gone, and then they built some kind of a space ring around. I don't know. Is this it's not a black hole, is it? Is it a black hole event horizon? Why would you put it in here? This makes no sense, right? I mean, why doesn't it get sucked in or something? It's really dangerous. And how did they escape if they are doing space battles? How did they escape the gravity? Yeah, at all. And my main gripe is also that Robert Kirkman says to you, don't ask questions, just consume products. So there's a lot of BS in here. So this pilot wants to have the approval of his father. His father doesn't basically want him. Says, get the resources or don't come back at all. And he feels bad. So he's not really a masculine character. He's a little bit of a softie. Could be a good pilot. And it's not looking bad, but, I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense. So we didn't see the backgrounds or how it all went down, and the generations after generations, try to work together to make a space ring, but then through the years or decennia, they tried to kill each other for reasons. The other main gripe that I have is that the rivalry, Void Rivals, is barely in here. So instead of, we have some, more of a battle between those people, right? Because they really hate each other, right? So we have some 1, 2, 3 pages, and then, oh yeah, I just don't want to kill you, and let's be friends. Why not show a little bit more hatred and rivalry between it, because before they have common ground, and then they realize they need to work with each other. Also, they just realized that they are from the same race. Why not making it a little bit more shocking that they are saying, oh no, we are all from the same race, how can it be, this is all a lie? No, they immediately goes to, oh no, I have a vision. And she says, what vision? Well, this is the vision. Instead of, oh no, we are from the same race, this must be a mistake, right? More shock, more intrigue. No. Also, they are, answering to, the leaders of, their own part of the world. And coming back to that a little bit later. So they are going into space, and having assembled the parts of the ship. We also have a talking glove that called them a handroid, android, but then handroid. Get it, guys? Ha, ha, ha. So yeah, there's some jokes in here because, like I said, the main character, who's male, is a softie, while the female is a strong female character, and she's also the most interesting in my opinion. So they go into the spaceship, and they are being, captured by a guy that looks straight out of a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle series. And instead of, a whole race of warriors, try to capture them, it's just one guy. And he's basically defeated instantly. They could have finished him. They don't. They're running away. So my main gripe with the art is I don't dislike the art at all. I mean, when I was a little bit biased in the beginning because of the art, because I'm a background guy. I love backgrounds. I think backgrounds is one of the most important things for me because it tells a story. But modern mainstream comic artists are, in my opinion, lazy, because if they don't have backgrounds, you're doing something like that, square, throw some Photoshop colors in there by Photoshop guy, call it a day. And what does Photoshop guy always? Oh, backgrounds? No. I'm not going to throw in textures. Also referring back to the artist. Let's make it black. Make it black. No backgrounds. A hallway? Yeah, let's make it black. And then we have make it black. Everything is black. I hate that because that's a trope or a very common thing with modern mainstream comics. I think it's lazy. I really hate it. But, the story is, okay, it's actually enjoyable. I read it in one sitting, so that's a good thing. And then we have some danger here, and oh no, it's been defeated in 3 pages. Just like the battle they had in the beginning, it's been done in 3 pages. You know, it's and they're also are these the quintessence from the Transformers universe? I guess so. They escape. They did some deal with this guy. They're going back to their home world, and then they say, "Hey, let's split up. You know, tell the whole stories that we are from the same race." And these details looks good, by the way. But and then before they do that, and they are getting saved, she betrays him and just kidnaps him. And then we have also this talking hand does something, and he's been thrown into the jail instead of, I don't know, just going their own separate ways. This guy also pointed it out. And of course, a lot of people just hate those guys, those Agorians, and these are, from the other race. But then and then we have another Decepticon. Is this Soundwave? I guess. Forgive me. I believe it's Soundwave. Could be wrong. And then so this guy says, "Hey, did you see his face?" She doesn't answer. And guess what? She's been thrown into jail because he's been found out. And the story is also a little bit predictable because this guy, from the other side of the planet, if you can call it a planet, they know the real deal, the whole, we are from the same race because, oh no, shocker, they are in cahoots with each other. It's not really a, a surprise. And the female is basically, in my opinion, the most interesting because she is also part of some kind of a zealot group. Reminds me a little bit of Dune, that has also some female group that, she is some kind of a sister of the Order of Light here, keeper of the light. And she has some kind of a special mission with, some kind of a power object. Like I said, it's just some fun in here. But, then we go back to this guy's getting tortured, but he's making jokes, which takes me out of it. So I wish it was a little bit more darker. But overall, it's not a bad story at all. It's just, but there's also some bullshit plot armor, this guy. So this guy's in jail, right? So how does this guy get in here? Oh, by the way, there's some sneaky thing here that they can fit it right into, very obviously. So the son, and he's pairing up with some rebel group, and then they are escaping, and then they're being found out. That's all good and dandy, right? And then it leads to, did I say this is a spoiler overview? Did I say that? Probably not. I forget. And there are some escape action scenes, which looks cool, I must say. And but they're also using some weird Earth references because they are escaping into the wasteland. There's no wasteland. It's just because if you think of wasteland, you think about, sand and desert. But no, the wasteland is this thing that holds these planetary ring together or something, which is weird. And then they are being hunted. That's basically the whole thing. I just ruined the whole thing for those who are want to read this. But overall, I liked it. So Justin gave it a 6 or 7 out of 10, and I would agree with that. I just bump it up a little bit more. I give it a 7.5 point out of 10 if we're going to score. There's a lot of things that is good writing and fun writing. It's basically a roller coaster. I like the whole rival here thing, but it's a little bit too light. They becoming friends or companions a little bit too quick. He also says that these two have something, right? Although there's not a real hint that she is actually into him. We have this weird Android thing that does a lot of things. So I recommend it. I mean, for 16, 17 bucks, I got it for 15. You got 6 issues. The art is fine, except for the backgrounds. I hate the black background. I cannot stand it. Just make details, man. Just put some effort in it. And then I cannot stand these goofy faces. Just I mean, he's a pilot, right? He must be some fearless guy, but he isn't. He has a lot of doubt. He wants to please his dad, just like a bitch. I just said it. Anyway, enough rambling. So guys, let me know what you think about it. I think it's fun. It's fun. It's definitely worth a buy. And for, 15, 16, 17 bucks, just, you got 6 issues rolled into one. I'm going to pick up the follow-up if there is going to be another volume 2. And we see what's going to happen. So, yeah, guys, let me know in the comments below what you think about it. See you next time. Bye-bye.